Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on what time zone you're in or what time you're watching this video. We are back with more Ren. Today is Hi Ren live. So when I say Hi Ren, I mean what we used to think of as Hi Ren, which will now be completely transformed into a new song. Because let's be honest, every time Ren does one of his older songs as a new song live, it's basically a whole brand new song, which is amazing. So I'm excited to hear what he did with it on this live performance. I hope you are too. Love you all. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. Ooh, I love the red lights. Red and black. I miss this Bardic style opening. It's so nice. Oh, when the crowd's already into it, oh, it ramps it up. This is the best thing about live music. To do that live, just crazy.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, aren't you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep. I'm a shepherd, not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren.
Ooh,
I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately.
Oh, look at even when he's performing live, it's still his performance. When he says ill, he kind of looks down almost solemnly. Look at the way, just these subtleties that he shows when he's performing, they're just so awesome. But also the back and forth to side for like the mic and different persona that he's taking on. I love that we're still seeing that here, and he's just embodying this. Oh my god. Even with the the gown on, like he's still in the hospital. Like, oh my god.
I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill.
That look
and
down.
I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect, they're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we. We are one, split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me.
You gotta kill you. He's in such a sing-song Joker-esque voice. I love that. But I really want to know if there's anyone kind of at this event that hasn't seen Ren so far. Like, doesn't know much about Ren for whatever reason. But like, if they're here for the first time and witnessing this live performance of him kind of going back and forth, breaking his neck and breaking ours at the same time at a bent neck pace, because he just keeps switching from persona to persona. Being able to see this live in person for the first like ever time that you've seen it, that would be a gift. Oh my god. Okay.
We are one, split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but
Yo, I love how, like, again, it's the dichotomy of the two different personas, right? One side is, like, very earnestly trying to make things work, right? Trying to explain that things are going well. And it's that side of you that hopes for the best, right? It's the side of you that believes that good is coming. And then the other side of you is this like almost angry, frustrated, very condescending individual that makes you feel bad for dreaming. And it's that internal battle, but he's personifying it so well here, even in the way that his like the tones of his voice. And like obviously high render recording that we saw, like the one that we've done on the channel already, that one is live as well, but it's not the same live where there's an audience now. And this still has a completely like genuine feel to it, and the emotions almost feel even more palpable, even more raw and present. Oh, I like that a lot.
And
not a lot of artists that can do
with
this.
Oprah. Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere, yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious, Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself, trust me. You should be so lucky having me inside.
That look to the side, guys, it's subtleties like that. Like, honestly, I think if Ren wasn't a musician, he could be an actor. Because let's be real, he's got like just behaviors down to the T. And even if you look at that look to the side, that side check, watch what he does here. It's so real. It just adds this layer of like truth to the performance. Oh my god.
Man, you sound so pretentious, Ren. Your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself, trust me. You should be so lucky having me inside you to guide you, remind you, to manage expectations, provide you perspective, that thing you neglected. I get it, you wanna be a big deal. Next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song.
Something I only just noticed, and I don't know if he's done it in the live performances too and I just missed it, but when he plays the guitar for like the more docile version of himself in that section, it's actually a little bit more not as like plucked. It's more of like a ding, like a little humming, as opposed to the hard plucking we're getting from the like narcissistic evil side of Ren, right? Because to show the difference in one is very steady and confident, the other is kind of like a little bit of miss, doesn't entirely know if it's doing things well, if things are going right, but it wants to believe they are. And you can even hear it in the guitar playing here. Let's check that out for a second.
Forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man. You're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off eyes. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it, instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
God, you want to hate him so bad. He just did such a good job of making you hate this version of himself, and it's perfect, so perfect. Oh my god.
Creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. I'll tie you up in knots.
Look at his eyes. Like you can see everything he's feeling, everything he's thinking, just in that glance, that wayward, almost like, no, please don't let me lose control again. Please let this be real this time. And like, it's that same semblance of like almost feeling like you had gotten out of this place that you were in, and now that it's back, you're like, no, not again. And it's that internal panic. But then also something that's kind of cool is the crowd started clapping really hard after he said that, oh, music's all about the creative process. And I wonder if that was them clapping because it's like, they're clapping because that's exactly what got him here. It's his creative process, right? And so these words that he heard from himself in a condescending way, now the crowd is being like, no, you did it. This is how you did it all by yourself, basically. And it was with your creative process, which is so amazing. And what a beautiful feeling that must be for Ren to be here in this moment and know that, like, all those times where he said he would do it and he tried to convince himself, which is exactly the struggle that we're seeing here, like, it paid off, right? People are now listening. People are loving his music. People are loving him. And that's such an amazing feeling as an artist, to have that kind of appreciation when you weren't sure if you'd ever get it again, or get it at all, rather. Crazy.
When I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am
Those lights in the
temptation.
back? Oh, yeah.
I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal, immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
Damn. Okay, just before he gets into the next section, just one thing I'm really enjoying is, like, I've mentioned this before, when you perform live, to perform it in and of itself in front of people, like to do the thing that you're kind of known to do, which in this case is singing, right, as a musical artist, it's one thing just to step on stage to do that, but then also to take on the persona of someone who's supposed to perform the music and act the part in the music, on top of already nailing the music portion of the performance, and then doing this the way that he can because he's so fantastical. Man, hats off to Ren for just owning every moment on stage, every performance, and just delivering. Like, it's like every performance is his last performance. And that's probably how it felt for a long time for him, right? He didn't know. And that's why, like, when he performs, he leaves it all on the stage. And that's so beautiful to see. Wow, just awesome. Ooh, now that slow, low
Hi, Ren.
sound.
I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in the eye of a storm, I was made to be tested and twisted, and I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal, and you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on a rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I become when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire or stand in your fire, inspire the meek to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a coin into different sides.
Wow. Okay, hang on. Just friggin' wow, man. I was excited for that part because I know just that one hits so hard. But something that's kind of cool, and I didn't think about it until just now. But when we hear kind of like jerk Ren's voice, right, when he's going after like docile Ren, it is a very uninhibited, angry sounding voice, like mockingly, right? And this voice, the voice of Hope, almost shows restraint in the voice. Like, you can hear that they want to be frustrated, but they're pulling it back, like someone who is more wizened and has more wisdom. And when they're talking to someone who clearly doesn't know what they're talking about, or when they're talking to someone who is kind of not thinking logically, instead of getting angry and berating them, they're actually discussing and trying to guide them. And that's kind of the sense that we get from this voice. And I don't know if that happened in the like the other version of the song that we've already watched, but that's something I just noticed here is there's like a restraint in the voice, in like in containing some of that anger. And that actually adds layers because it takes time to build that kind of wisdom, right? It takes time to build that kind of internal strength to not just go off on someone. But on top of that, it also shows that yes, Ren has had time to process at this point and learn. And so he himself has wizened the same way that the persona seems to now personify someone who's got more of a guidance to them. And that's such a cool touch to add into the song. Wow. I almost want to, we'll maybe go back and revisit that. But like, if you want to go back and check that, that's such a cool add-on. I love that.
For inside.
And then the crowd. So nice.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, onto a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences. But illness, psychosis, and autoimmunity. And as I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims. And there were students. And so it wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. And so it was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid that I became, the harder it got. The more that I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. And so I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, and from gods. And we must not forget, and I must not forget, that I am a human being. Thank you.
Just killer performance. I mean, like, I honestly think that because of the way that the sound came out in this, it doesn't have as much like audio impact as the other song did. And that's simply just because of the room that we're playing in. The audio recording equipment is probably not designed for this specific type of performance. But from sheer performance side of things, like the way that he carried the actual tune, like the way he played the guitar, just the emotion and the intensity that he brought to the actual presentation of the performance was awesome. I don't recall ever feeling like, he obviously did a great job of personifying these two in the other song as well, but here it felt more like he was them as opposed to he was impersonating them. And not to put any shade on the other performance, because that's also amazing. That's actually just to kind of accentuate how awesome this performance was, that I think he did even better here. And surely that's through a bit of practice, but also just from maybe falling into the comfort of, you know, like now he has had a bit of that acceptance in his life from the world, and that validation, not that he ever needed it, but that he now can feel how much people love his work, because it's literally creating this movement. And that definitely adds a layer of comfort to the performance for the artists themselves. All in all, fantastic. I want to go to one of his live performances so bad. That would be amazing. Hopefully he's able to kind of start doing that again. Clearly it's it's doable, but probably not like repetitively, because one, he's super busy, but two, like he's still going through treatment, so he needs a bit of time before he's back up on his feet. But once he's kind of doing shows regularly, I'm excited because the energy there is going to be something else. Like I'm just looking forward to that so much. And who knows, maybe we'll get to meet each other there. That'll be kind of cool. That'll be a little nice meet and greet in person formally. Which allow me to remind you that next week we do have our first live. So on Wednesday, I'm leaning towards 1 p.m. Eastern. That time might change. I'll make a formal announcement later. That's kind of the plan. And I honestly don't really know what we'll be doing, but we'll be doing something. And at the very least, we'll be getting to know each other. So that'll be kind of cool to have that kind of two-way conversation, not just in the comments, but like a live interaction. So if you're interested in that, feel free to show up. Otherwise, we'll probably post a VOD of that. I don't know if you can do that. I haven't done this before, so it'll be interesting to see. But I hope that your week is better than your day, your month is better than your week, and your year is better than your month. Love you all, and I'll see you on the next one.